I'm Khiara and this is Adam. We've been sailing for the past 2 years on our boat, the Millennial Falcon. Subscribe and thanks for watching. So we've come back to the boat after our morning walk and we had some breakfast. We've been looking around, the sun's come up a little more now, and we are so keen for a swim. So we're going to go check out some of this reef area around here. It's called Horseshoe Reef, and we're going to go and have a little snorkel out there, put the anchor in the dinghy, go for a swim.
Maybe go turtle searching.
Yeah, maybe go turtle hunt.
No, we're not going turtle hunting.
Turtle watching.
Turtle watching.
Hunt for turtles to then watch them.
Unstressful, environmentally friendly turtle watching.
Awkward. Yes, we're going to do that. Let's go turtle spotting! Where are we heading to, Ads? Where are we? What's the go?
Salt Whistle Bay on... I don't even know what they are.
Maybury Island.
Maybury Island. That's the problem with Tobago Cays, it's not a problem. It's lovely. So many tiny islands, they all have exotic names. Then you just stop asking what the names are and you just go to the name of the bay. We're in Salt Whistle Bay on Maybury Island. It's just across, it's about 2 miles from the Tobago Cays. A lovely little sheltered anchorage with quite a nice beach. So we're just going to go ashore and find some food, because you might remember if you've been watching for a while that we got to go on a subwing in Montserrat, like, geez, 20 episodes ago, 30 episodes ago, something. And the man named Mike on Aqua is pulled up right next to us. So we're going to go catch up with him tonight, and we need to find some food because we're a bit skint on provisions.
See Hoover down there for some nuts.
I'm licking the salt from peanut packets because I'm so hungry.
The following day we made the 4-mile journey south to Union Island.
Khiara, I'm not happy with this. Called it too early. Forward.
What? Left!
We're gonna let the nose swing round, and when we get about there, it's gonna drop it. Alright, kill it.
Neutral!
It's hard, you can feel it's hard rock over soft sand.
Do you want to go and try and go where that other guy was?
Let's have a look at the chart.
Oh, that's stressful. Now let's add to any of this footage. So we also haven't had breakfast, so I might be feeling a bit hangry. And it's a lot of pressure, a lot of boat boys around.
Everywhere.
Everyone's asking questions like, are you sure you don't want a mooring ball? Are you sure you don't want a mooring ball? I'm like, no, I want to find an anchor spot and I don't want to be in between them. Like, it's stressful, very stressful.
They just follow you around.
We always, yeah, like we're pretty nice, but when you're in a stressful situation, you don't really need someone watching you too. Ooh.
We had one guy come and he's like, you can't anchor here, you need a mooring ball, it's the turtles. I was like, oh, don't talk to me about bloody turtles. Things I've seen in this place.
Depth
29.
28.
I mean, we're obviously not going to park here, but other side of that Bavaria there, maybe.
Yeah, it's got 11 feet there.
It's just really crowded. I don't feel good.
Okay, come on. Alright, let's take a mooring ball then. Let's take a mooring ball.
It's crowded, the holding is bad, it's busy. Now we've got a bloody audience.
So after 2 failed attempts to get the anchor set, we decided to bite the bullet and pay the 60 EC a night fee for a mooring ball.
Okay, finally up. So how do you find that whole experience?
Pretty standard mooring ball event on the Falcon, and many other boats, I'm sure.
Do you think it's the standard? Do you think that's always how we do it?
No, we're actually usually pretty good. It's just because this anchorage is like, it's really deep and then it goes off to like a shelf, and it's sort of rocky. It's rock under sand, like 2 inches of sand, which is never good holding. And there's mooring balls, quite a lot of mooring balls around the place. So it's just hard to find a good place to put a hook in. And then you've also got boat boys buzzing around. We had a couple of goes, and we probably could have got away with it, but we're going to spend the night here, and I just would rather not take the chance, really. I know that mooring balls can be, you take a chance on a mooring ball as much as you do your anchor, but that's under the provision that your anchor is set well, and in a good place with good scope and correct swing room. And where we were, I just didn't feel that we could achieve that, and we'd all had a gut full of trying, so we just got a mooring ball.
After a few efforts of trying, everyone was starting to look at us, and I was getting really embarrassed because everyone was looking. And it's a standard thing to do in an anchorage too, like if someone's coming in and they're coming really, really close to your boat, you're like, oh, what's that going on? And you kind of like poke your head out, have a little look at what's going on, and then if someone's struggling to anchor, then you obviously will have a little peer with the binoculars. And I was like, oh, everyone's doing that, started to get really embarrassed. Then we had to go past them again, and then I'm quite a stubborn person, so then having to call someone over where we've already said like, no, we don't want a mooring ball, and said to them multiple times that we don't want a mooring ball, and then to just be like, oh, okay, come on over, let's get a mooring ball from you now. I was like, I don't want to do that. It's my stubbornness coming in, but it was probably the best option. Yeah, we're usually not actually that bad at mooring, but I've just had a lot of stories at the moment and a lot of things saying that like you can trust a mooring ball, but I always prefer to anchor because I trust our anchor a lot more than I would trust someone else's mooring ball. So that was just my thinking of why I didn't want to take one, while I was quite stubbornly against it. But Adam is going to dive down on the mooring line, the mooring ball thing, and see what's at the end of it, make sure it's okay for our boat to be here for a day or so. Now I think we definitely need some breakfast. I can hear my mum sizzling away some breakfast down there. So probably not the best activity to do before having anything to eat for the day. It's 10 o'clock now, we'll probably need our breakfast.
After a brief stay in Union, we were underway again and heading for Grenada.
So we've left Union this afternoon. We're on our way to Grenada. We're dropping Nona off. She flies out to a couple of days' time from mainland Grenada, but we're going to stop by Khiara first, and we're just about 3 miles out from Tyrrell Bay, which is where we're going to check in. We've had such a cruisy downwind sail from Union just behind me, behind the majestic flag with its scar-ridden tears all over it. We've done it all in one tack. We've just been doing like an easy 4.5 knots. It's been a really lovely sail. It's very calm weather. The weather is very calm at the moment. It's like never more than 15 knots, which is fine because it's downwind, so it's all good.
Please, tell us more about the weather.
It's a sailboat. It is a relevant fact.
I'm joking.
If this was van life and I'm like, the wind is 6 knots out of the southeast, and I was like, who cares, man? What are you on about? Anyway, we're gonna pull into Tyrrell Bay. We're gonna check in, and we'll probably make our way back around to Sandy Island, which is one of our favourite places in the Caribbean. So Nona can check it out, and she can wake up there tomorrow, and we'll do some snorkeling and some just generally faffing around, having fun.
What's it been like to actually be on holiday in the last 2 weeks?
It's been horrible. Horrible. I haven't even looked in the engine bay for at least three or 4 days. It's just horrible.
How do you think
it's been really nice. Like since we touched down in Beckway, we've just been and got the sail back. We've just been just hopping around, never more than a day from anywhere, which has been a nice reprieve for us to get back into the groove and to fall back in love with cruising, really, because it was very stressful for us. Gotta stop saying it was very stressful. But we were trying to get out of the hurricane season. We've just made it. We've just made it
What's
as
the date
far
today,
south.
please?
We're finally safe, everyone. We're finally safe from hurricanes. We've made it far enough south where we should be totally free and easy and not a problem. It is the 26th of October. There is 4 days left of the hurricane season. But we did it. We got out of there before hurricane season ended. No one can say that we spent the whole hurricane season north of Grenada.
We weren't that stupid.
What a foolish thing to do. We were very lucky, and I don't advise anyone to do that. It's a very cavalier attitude, and if we had more options, we would have taken a different option. But that's life. You can't always get what you want.
I'm pretty sure I said this last time we arrived in Tyrrell Bay, but I have never ever seen the bay this busy before. There are so many masts. It's crazy.
It's like a yard.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally like
Yeah.
So many catamarans. It's crazy.
What are we doing this morning?
Hey? French immigration. Oh, why are you always filming the dirtiest room in the house?
It's washing day. It doesn't get any better out here.
It does not get any better out here.
Yeah, we'll do an upshot there.
It's a stairway.
It's a stairway.
Okay, so we've finally arrived in Grenada/Khiara, and we need to check into the country. So we arrived yesterday, we have 24 hours to check in, and we're going to go there now. So we were here almost this time last year, and so we have a few things, I guess, to show my mum. A few of our little local places that we went to. So we're going to go do that while we're also checking in as well. Okay, we're all checked in and we are now going to... Ooh, hat just broke. Makes a change for my sunglasses breaking. We're going to now go and find something to eat because all of us are starving.
Khiara was she was dreading coming back here because the last time we were here, we were on the hard for like what, 6 weeks?
8 weeks.
8 weeks doing the ripping up the teak and
Non-stop
drying out the
for
keel.
8 weeks.
Wasn't a fun. I actually, in hindsight, I like have fond memories of that because we both learnt so much and we achieved a lot. And looking at the boat now, it's like, well, that's where we made that happen. You know, every little mod con that we have on the boat at the moment, most of them came from that little 8 weeks of hell. And I quite like coming back to a place where people know your name and you run into somebody like, oh, g'day mate, how are you? What's been going on? Whereas Khiara wants to charge off around the world, and I like assimilating.
Get you out the door.
I like joining communities and meeting people and being friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to do that.
I like that too.
Khiara hates people. She walks around the street with her nose in the air, marching on to the next submission. No. So it's really nice. It is nice to come back. Like there's literally the first trip ashore, we run into 2 people already who are like, how you going? I haven't seen you in a year. How are you?
Yeah.
Which is really nice, especially when we're half a world away from our actual home.